Greetings, comrades. Thank you for joining me once again for episode 3 of the Dictator Diaries. Since our last glorious broadcast, I've been sharpening not only my leadership, but also my editing skills. I've been experimenting with a few new programs to bring you an even better look at life here in our tropical utopia. In episode 1, we laid the foundations of our great empire. The farms, the industry, the dreams. And in episode 2, the workers began to stir, their voices rising in protest. But through the power of radio, television, order was restored. Now, comrades, a peace has returned, or so it seems. But El Presidente, he never sleeps. The time has come to turn shadows into light as my loyal spies move to provoke a rebellion and expose those who dare whisper against our glorious rule. Soon our spies will have successfully provoked a rebellion uprising, but for the meantime, our streets are looking very calm.
Always a pleasure doing business with you,
There is a rebellion, Presidente. If these rebels want your attention so badly, they should make an appointment like everybody else.
Ah, at last, the traitors reveal themselves. They believe in rising against my communist rule, but in truth, they're marching straight into my trap. For Tropico. I love to watch the people move. If you zoom in and pay attention in this game, there's so much going on and it's really enjoyable. My tanks have been deployed, but I don't see any rebels. Strange. Where are these cowards at, y'all? At least my military has now secured the palace, but there's no signs of any rebels, so I'm not sure what's going on, but doesn't seem to be any. Ah, yes, our nuclear bomb. I almost forgot. Making Tropico great again, one nuke at a time. I am looking forward to progressing to the modern times because I can't wait to get rid of these plantations. They take up so much space and I can be building up more homes and industrial buildings.
I am sorry, not today, please.
Being a dictator does come with some advantages. One, I can arrest anybody I choose. So let's go ahead and start arresting some of these rebels. They are an enemy of the state after all.
Oh, Presidente, finally the power to bring the world to an end is at your fingertips, as it always should have been.
Okay, Okay, awesome. Now we are progressing to modern times, and we
Presidente,
get to
the
decide
Cold War is
a couple
over.
more things on
The
our
future
Constitution.
is now present, and the present will presently pass into the past.
Our thoroughly modern Presidente
I will be
says
selecting
the future
total
is now
surveillance.
called the present.
And for healthcare, since we are a communist country, I guess we will go ahead and do single payer system. Everybody's equal, right? Except the filthy rich.
Though nothing untoward has happened recently in the streets with bricks and firebombs, we are glad to report that nothing untoward has now ceased as well.
The streets of Tropico are safe once again, but not for long. I sense more rebel attacks coming in the near future. Why can't everybody be happy like this guy? Not a care in the world, just dancing. But he's making some money too, so I guess it's not all for free. Alright, I think it's time to modernize some of these plantations to make room for other industrial buildings and housing. Alright, since I built a juicery, I'm going to build a pineapple hydroponic plantation, just so I have a steady supply of pineapples coming. Damn, we got 95 uncovered rebels. Let's arrest a few more of these rebels and show them who's boss.
Nice weather.
Why not?
What did he mean by that?
See? Let me be.
Oh, busy these days. May I just squeeze past, please?
Can I help you? Hola.
Looks like some of my workers either died of natural causes or war. Probably war. Look at some of these trade deals. Cheese is a good one. Leather's a good one.
Do not be intimidated by my vast fortune, Presidente. You did as I asked, but I am not as thrilled as I'd hoped. I might...
Now that these are modernized, I'm going to move them over here, away from my downtown area. No longer need the shit spreader, so let's demolish that. Let's modernize this pineapple plantation. Let's delete this one. I'm going to do a little reorganizing of my industrial zone area just to clean it up and give me some more room for housing and other industrial buildings. Essentially, growth of the island. I like to sort of build things close to each other, especially trying to make it look as realistic as possible. I'm going to build a fashion company. Just figure out where I want to place it. Having to appoint all new ministers because they all seem to have died. This happens quite often if you have any type of rebellion going on. Your people that you appoint for this position ends up dying, so you have to check back every so often because usually there's a vacancy there. It's about time we built an office building. The rebels keep trying to attack my power plants, and so I'm going to build a barracks close by so it doesn't keep happening.
The poor are complaining that they cannot afford to do.
It would be really cool if some of these power plants ended up exploding after getting lit on fire, but unfortunately Tropico does not have that animation on the power plants. But I know in a few action movies I've seen similar scenes, maybe like oil wells and things of that sort, but I don't think anything explodes in this game like that. I think now is a good time to start building on this side of the island. First, I'm going to build a dock. Then I'm going to add some roads. Election day is right around the corner, and it looks like my approval ratings are high enough that it's not going to be a concern. Otherwise, I would be declaring martial war because these people ain't getting rid of El Presidente. As you can see, a lot of my buildings are without power, rendering them useless. In this game, it's very important to have a strong military that can fight the rebels before they plant bombs on your industrial buildings or your power plants, because once that happens, all production stops, or a lot of your buildings end up being without power. Another building set on fire. All right. We got some action coming. Look at that shit. They're avoiding the tanks. That's crazy. Oh, never mind.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated. The fashionable new distressed architecture style is apolitical and proves nothing anyway, the palace says.
That was a close one, Presidente. Apparently, some citizens need to be reminded just how much they love you.
I'm surprised my approval rating's high enough that I don't have to subtly adjust the ballots during election time, because it's always been, well, the past couple times at least, it's been over 50%. So I haven't really needed to adjust the ballots, but hey, I guess the people are happy for right now, but they just be putting or setting my buildings on fire more and more.
Hey, Presidente, I could use some help. Mostly I'm a self.
We've had a lot of deaths in the last 12 months. I want to be a little tyrannical and issue the Prohibition Edict.
If you want to improve work performance across the whole of Tropico, there's nothing better than sober workers. As a fringe benefit, Prohibition helps folk lose weight, suffer from fewer heart attacks, and their livers gradually recover. Trouble is, with all the gin joints out of action, people... Whoa! It's tough on everyone, but especially tough on the army when there isn't enough metal to make bullet casings. Fortunately, there's some spare copper bronze alloy lying around in every
I don't really mess with that one so much, but I want to try it. Also, military
Why
police.
pay for police officers when we're paying the army just to sit around on their ample buttocks? For a modest annual fee, every soldier could do double duty as policeman and help the real cops catch the bad guys to boot. Sure, citizens... Ah yes, paying rent. A concept that the super rich have always had a problem grasping. And who can blame them? It's just so annoying to give away your hard-earned money just for the privilege of living. I'm sure they would be happy if this little annoyance would go away. They might be so happy, in fact, that they'll donate.
Those damn rebels set my army base on fire too. Let's upgrade all of the barracks. Here come a few more rebels. Oh, I got some more up here too. Shit is going down in Tropico. Not the cabaret. Where will the people of Tropico get their lap dances? Shit. A strong military requires a defense headquarters. I want to go ahead and build an aircraft carrier while I'm at it. Let's add a few of these overwatchers near the defense HQ. I think I want to upgrade these watchtowers as well. I think I'm going to leave it on normal settings for now. As you can see, I got a few more vacancies over at the ministry, so I'm going to appoint a few more candidates to fill these positions for me. Order restored, stability maintained, and yet, for the good of the people, El Presidente must once again encourage a little chaos. You see, comrades, sometimes the best way to find your enemies is to let them find you first. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for episode 4. See you later, comrades.